Okay folks, in my spring up trap video I told everybody that I was going to basically set a trap up and show everybody how I basically sensitized the trigger point without doing any filing or any of the above. So there's the piece of meat on there. You can see I just have it tied with wire. And how I did that, just got to find my little piece of wire here that I prepared ahead of time. Being careful around this trap because it is set. All I did was took a piece of wire like this, bent one side of the wire like that, and then I went around that plate, you can see it there, and bent the other side around. And I put two of them kind of crossed over one another like that. And that's all I did. And that's all it takes basically for the rodent to not be able to get that piece of meat off without the trap being set off. So now I'll be very careful here and pick this trap up being set. And I'll show you that trigger point. You can see that trigger point there. I don't have it all the way in. I have it backed off quite a bit. So it's very sensitive now. So anything that's going to basically play with that meat, or realistically almost even touch that meat, it's going to basically get set off. Now if a mouse does that, the mouse is going to be okay because those spring up parts there are going to go right over top of the mouse. But anything larger than a mouse is going to get itself caught in this trap. Now some people don't put bait on top like I did here. They kind of set them in the ground and cover them up with stuff and along a pathway, and then that critter will step on that and it'll spring up on its leg. But in my case here, it's for the little weasels and stuff like that that's going to harm my rabbits and my chickens, which I do not want. So that's why I bait them. And the other end here where the chain is, well, I'll securely fasten that with a piece of rope, string, binder twine like I mentioned from a bale of hay or straw. And I'll tighten it to something there that's secure, that cannot move, just in case the little critter decides to walk away with the trap here, which I don't think is going to happen, but just for double security, I'll make sure it don't happen. So there you have it, folks. I'm not going to do any modifications other than what you see here has been done, and that's just with the wire. So the trap itself is good enough without any kind of tweaking. And it's ready to be set up in its location. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not, and thank you very much for those that already have. Be careful putting this back down.